Let's get back to the battle over the suspension of federal food stamp benefits. Half of U.S. states are suing the Trump administration to stop federal food aid from being cut. All but 2 of those states, Nevada and Vermont, have a Democratic governor. Let's bring in CBS News correspondent Nicole Valdes live for us from Nashville, Tennessee. Nicole, Tennessee isn't one of the states that's suing to get SNAP funding. So how are leaders there responding to the possible lapse on November 1st?
Well, certainly they're still sharing their disappointment in the ending of those benefits starting at the beginning of November. Governor Bill Lee is actually in Asia right now working on several meetings with business leaders there who are hoping to bring in really companies to the state. But he issued a statement before his departure saying really trying to prepare Tennesseans for the loss of those benefits. Now, there are many on the Democratic side of at least the House here in Tennessee who are urging him to call a special session to vote on whether or not to use emergency funds to cover that lapse of benefits until the government shutdown is over. The governor made very clear that that is not something that the state is prepared to do. In a statement he released, he said in part that the SNAP program is a federally funded and operated program, and Tennessee is, quote, unable to utilize state dollars to provide the benefit and does not have the mechanism to load benefit onto customer cards. Those are those EBT cards that those SNAP recipients use. Of course, that does not necessarily make everyone here happy. The Democratic caucus chair of the Tennessee House of Representatives, that's John Ray Clemens, wrote to the governor and said this is imperative that we come together, take immediate action, and appropriate sufficient funding, adding, choosing to stand idly by while children go hungry is unacceptable, Liz.
So many people in that state rely on those SNAP benefits. I'm curious, what are communities doing to help?
Yeah, nearly 700,000 people in this state alone use those benefits. And of course, local food banks, nonprofits, they recognize that that is a lot of people, a lot of families that may not know where their next meal is going to come from. So what we've seen is really a lot of those same organizations planning several food assistance events, whether that's a community drop-off, encouraging those who maybe do have enough to give to donate to those food banks. And then in the aftermath, those really pickup events. So those SNAP recipients who may start to lose their benefits at the start of the next month can go by there and pick up an extra box or 2 of food to hopefully hold them over, again, maybe until the shutdown is over. I will note, though, that those SNAP recipients that do have money left over from this month can still use that money in the month of November. But as you can imagine, probably a lot of families may not have that option or would have very little time with anything left over, Liz.
Yes. All right, Nicole Valdes, thank you so much.